It's cold outside, not quite snowy like this, but it's cold out there.
So it's cold outside, so I thought today for lunch I'd have a little soup. We got some leftover. My wife went to Pho the other day. She brought home her extra juice and some noodles in there as well. We're gonna use that sauce and we're gonna add our own noodles to the mix and make another dose for lunch. So she shows me how to do this before. What we do is we put it in a bowl, put the noodles in a bowl, and we add some boiling water to them to get them just cooking a little bit. Let me show you.
We got the hot water brewing here, starting about halfway done. Over here we have the noodles in this big bowl I'm gonna serve it up in. And this was the extra, the take home that we got from the restaurant. As you can see, we got that on the stove heating up. Just kind of speeds the process up, get that to a nice boil so it's nice and hot and ready for those noodles.
So what we do is we add that boiling water to the noodle bowl, and then we drain that and add the noodles to the other pho sauce bowl and call it good. Lunch will be served once that is finished. We'll see how things go down. I'll show you guys as I do it. Like I said, my wife usually does this, but I've seen it done enough times that I'm sure I can do it myself. We'll see. I'm more of a Top Ramen's noodle guy myself. I make Top Ramen quite often, put a little broccoli and carrots in there and call it good, but you can get these fancy noodles at the Asian store and they are pretty tasty. Typically the same type of noodle you'll get at a typical pho restaurant.
This is what they look like outside of the box. Let me show you the actual package. Here's the actual package. They're just pad thai noodles is what they call them. Little pad thai noodles, product of Thailand. Came from Thailand. So things are heating up over here, almost to a boil, a nice simmer getting going. Over here we got all kinds of noise. We got some steam coming out of there, so that one's about ready to be popped. This will pop once it's ready, once it's boiling to a nice hard boil. All right, that is done boiling. Now we're gonna pour this hot water over these, get them fully covered. As you can see, they start to melt down once that hot water hits them. They're very quick to cook, so you just have to cover them in water, and they'll kind of do a little bit of the cooking themselves. You throw them in the pan and they'll finish up in there. You don't want to overcook these or else they'll get a little bit soggy, but you get these covered in nice hot water, and the cooking process has begun. So there it is. Getting a little steamy, isn't it? You can see we got a nice full boil over here. So we're gonna go ahead and stir that up a little bit so that it doesn't boil over or anything stick to the bottom. But that is ready for our noodles once we get those noodles fully cooked over here. So like I said, you want to make sure these are all covered in the water so that they start to cook. They'll start to expand a little bit as you spread them out here, and they get a little bit soft, and then they'll be ready to be thrown into the boiling water over there, and lunch will be ready. So this is how we do it. I don't know if this is how you guys would do it. You might just throw it in the pan over
Obviously,
there.
with cooking, there's a million different ways you could do this, but this is how we do it. You know, if there's an easier way, let me know in the comments. I'm always willing to learn. I'm not really much of a cook myself. I do a little, I dabble, I help. I'm more of the sous chef, right? I'm in the kitchen cutting things up when the wife is cooking, but I can do a little bit. I can do a little.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and strain these noodles, get that hot water off of them. You can do this with one hand. Let's see, there they are. So we got those noodles in the strainer. That will clean the noodles as well. So if you rinse your noodles, you rinse your rice, that sort of thing. Get them nice and clean and ready to eat. Then we're going to add these noodles to the cooking pan here. There they go. And we'll finish them off in there. And we'll be ready to eat in no time. Look at this little noodle trying to escape. You're not done being cooked over here. Come on. Join the party, buddy. An errant noodle thought he could get away. Get in there, get in there, get in the drink. Alright, we got the chopsticks out and everything. This is official now. This is Asian cuisine at its best when you get out the chopsticks, right? Stir that up a little. It's almost done. We're gonna give it a few seconds more, and then we'll be putting it in the bowl and eating it for lunch. All right, this is the tricky part. The addition of the noodles and soup to the big bowl. From the pan to the big bowl. Careful of that splash. We don't want it to splash. There it is. Look at that. Beautiful. So that's what it is supposed to look like. Look at that. Steaming hot soup for lunch. That'll warm me up a little. So hopefully you guys enjoy this little look at me making lunch. I don't know, I added this little element to the show. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. I'd be interested to know what you guys think of my cooking skills, my proficiency here in the kitchen. How'd I do? Did I mess something up? I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, but I'll check back in a minute. All right, success. Time to get back to work.